Alright, here we are once again. John, tell us what's going on.
Hi, my name is John Becker. I'm Diamond, and over there, who just spoke earlier, was Jeebs. He's the Copper. And today we have a game. We changed the name actually recently from Strategist Union to Delusive Gaming, or Gamers. I'll have my guest speaker correct me if I'm wrong. Jinx?
No, you're definitely right. Delusive Gaming. I'm Jinx, and I'm the clan leader of Delusive Gaming.
Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, absolutely. And what we got at the bottom left is Fettor playing the purple or pink Terran versus the new race picked by Valy. He's picking Terran as well because, well, he knows that if he goes Marauders, he's gonna win. Am I right?
Commenting a bit of balance there.
Yeah, it's probably true. Marauders do turn everything to goop, but yeah, we should probably point out that Valy used to be a master level Protoss. Lost one or two games and thought it's time for a change, you know, keep things spicy. So he decided to go Terran. I gotta say, in what he's been Terran for like a week, and he's pretty damn good at it.
I wouldn't say a week. I'd say about a month now, right, Jinx?
A month? No.
Yeah, he's been it for a while. I think it's worth pointing out as well that the differences in their builds to begin with. Whereas Valy chose to put his supply depot by his command center, whereas Fettor chose to wall off a bit more.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, normally you only really see Terrans walling off against Zerg, but sometimes they wall off to prevent any scouting. And I've seen that in a couple of like super top tier play. They just wall off the front so that the guy can't come in with his early probe and see what's going on.
Yeah, I totally agree with that play, actually. We see that Valy's actually putting down 2 barracks, so he's going to go for a little aggressive play here in the beginning, because I don't see any sign of gas or anything like that. He's also trying to scoot away that SCV, just trying to poke away at Valy's really weak... oh, he got it!
I got it!
Down the guy building the barracks, and that's going to put him a little bit ahead. It delayed the construction of that just by a few seconds, and now he's going and
drilling the Marines out.
He gets shot down by the Marine.
If you guys will just turn your gaze towards Fettor's map. Well, no, it's not his map. It's actually his base. He's decided to match Valy's opening tactic here by dropping a second fast barracks there. So it's an interesting tactic to just sort of react in kind, but slightly behind. I don't know how well that's going to work out.
I think he's done it on purpose because he knows that he can't produce enough units from that one barracks to hold off a 2 racks push from Valy, especially if he decides to bring SCVs as well.
That's actually true, yeah. But I mean, couldn't he just drop a bunker or something? Maybe have an SCV or 2 there repairing? You can do it.
Especially if you got a wall off as well.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You drop another supply depot and a bunker right there, and you have a couple SCVs repairing and a few Marines in the bunker. You should be all right. Because he would have seen it coming. But of course, Valy's decided to change his mind, and he said, "Haha!" So he saw I was going for a 2 racks fast aggression, so I'll just fast expand instead.
I think that's where he saved the minerals there. He saved on going for the refineries and used the minerals to invest in a command center. I think that's a pretty good move, actually. Looks like Valy's he's not as retarded as I thought he'd be in Terran. He's actually climbing the leads pretty damn quickly. We see him getting the bunker down between his natural and the ramp to his main. And surely those Marines are going to go in there and protect everything that's going down. But it seems like Fettor is going to go over there and take a look and see if there's an expansion coming down.
So actually, it was a good idea of Valy there because he's forced Fettor into getting a 3rd barracks to produce units quick enough, so he defends. But instead, I think it could actually backfire a little bit and find that Fettor puts some early pressure on him.
No, that's true actually, because 3 barracks push is strong. But
yeah, really strong.
But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We'll see if Valy has improved as much as he's been telling us. You know? See if his nuts are as big as he says they are.
Well, that's debatable, isn't it?
That's what she said. But anyway, but there you go. Valy decides to part that Marine from his soul and say, no, you don't come a scouting here. But anyway, Valy's also got some 2 bunkers set up now, and he's pretty well entrenched there. And he's got a second orbital command underway. Meanwhile, Fettor down here is just rocking the 3 barracks. You should have put a reactor on the 3rd one there, for my money.
You should also maybe, stop being supply blocked and whatnot. He's also going for stim packs and the combat shield. Interestingly, he's not pumping out any Marauders, which would be very very useful in this early aggression to take down the early expand by Valy.
He's probably...
He's obviously...
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, he's obviously going for some early push because he's getting that stim and combat shield really, really early just so he can do that. I mean, with those two bunkers up there, I think he's going to have a pretty tough time.
Well, yeah, he is, but you know what? We probably could have figured out that he was going to go for this early push aggression just with Marines because he hasn't even bothered to expand yet, so I think he's trying to end this quick. From the looks of it. He was trying to do what I did to Great White, but maybe he'll just be slightly more successful.
Well, he knows he's behind economically, doesn't he? That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. So this is sort of an all-in kind of thing. Maybe, well, not really. But it should be.
I don't know. By the looks of it, I mean, we got 4 barracks with attachments in the base, along with a factory coming down with a reactor as well. No doubt he's going to switch the factory out for the starport that's being created right beneath it. So he could get some medevacs out and use those Stim Marines. And we see that the Stim Marines are actually going to go right into the mineral line of the expansion of Valy.
He's just
and
sniping
he's doing
SCVs,
a significant amount of damage. He's stimming up. He's taking out the Marines that are trying to protect that command center. Oh my, he's doing huge amounts of damage to the mineral line. And take it away, Roy.
Oh my goodness, I think he's going to do it. He's just done so much damage there. Those Stim Marines just overpowering all of those normal Marines without the combat shield and taking out all those SCVs and mules. That's a big load of damage to Valy.
Oh, it certainly is, and you know what? I think this is not going to be the GG, but Valy's going to be pretty upset. I'll tell you, this wears on your mind. I mean, look at that. You got 4 Marines. They're just about all dead, really. Look like they've been tagged by a weak baneling or something, and they're just working away on that orbital command. Valy just furiously rushing to fend this off, but it's okay because Fettor knows that if he just keeps sneaking him further back, he's out of the range of the bunkers. Of course, now they're going to go down, but the damage has been done. The economy, it's back to where Valy does not want it to be, and now he knows that he's vulnerable. Now he knows that he can just sneak around again and do the same thing because, frankly, he's not putting a bunker back there. So it can all happen again. And
I think it would have been
a misstep there. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it would have been useful if he had, instead of trying to hit the command center, he tried to snipe the bunkers, forcing Valy to salvage them, because that meant Valy would have no protection for his Marines, so he can just push forward again with another load.
Well, that's actually a very wise analysis there, but I don't know. Maybe he thought he could actually get that command center. Maybe he actually thought he'd just drive it down. With 4 Marines, no less. I don't know. And for some reason, he didn't follow up his aggression with a little bit more aggression, because with 4 barracks, I figured he could have just tossed out a bunch more shielded Marines there and really done some damage, but he decided to expand.
He had already done it though, hadn't he? He'd done it already, because, I mean, he's equaled out the economy so well. I mean, they're both completely equal in harvesters as now, and income.
Well, that's true. That's true. Maybe that entire attack was not actually an FTW push, but rather just to even out the economy so they could be on the same footing. And if that was his play, I must say, well done.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this next play coming up from Fettor. It seems like he's going to do a little bit... Oh, wait, he's going to do the elevator over into the main.
The Marines have seen it.
He's coming up to it. He knows
what's they've seen it.
Going on.
Oh, what a stim.
He's going to get one takedown. Or no. Oh, my God, 15 HP just left on that one. Full of Marines.
Some pro play there. And look at all that stim. Look at all that stim wasted on those Marines by Valy as well. He must be kicking himself at the moment.
And he doesn't even have any medevacs yet, so that's pretty bad for him. If Fettor decided to actually just push in a little bit harder, he'd have a leg up, because all those Marines are just a little bit down.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like some use of the engineering bays in Fettor's base at the moment. Oh, there we go. As I say it, nope, maybe not. He's got 2 engineering bays just sitting there, and there we go. He just gets the +1 weapons.
Well, that's because he doesn't have any... No, he's got plenty of gas, actually. He just doesn't have any minerals. Wow, that is actually a lot of gas that he has.
Yeah, that's really bad resource distribution, actually.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if he wouldn't rather have just spent those SCVs on minerals at first, because obviously he's not going for a very gas-heavy build here. He's just got a couple of Vikings, a couple of medevacs, and mostly Marines, so that was possibly a small little unwise move.
Is it worth getting those Vikings as well at the moment? I mean, I know they can snipe the medevacs, but I mean, that is just about it. They can't really do much more.
They won't be sniping too many medevacs in those numbers, which is just 2 Vikings, because any Marines that...
Let me interrupt for 1 second. We see 2 full medevacs coming out from Valy, and they might just know they're not going to get spotted by the Vikings. Huge loss there for Fettor. I hope he spots this eventually.
He's so far in front with all his units as well that he's in a really forward position. This is really smart play by Valy.
Absolutely, it'll definitely keep Fettor in the back foot. He will definitely take those forces right back to the base and try to take out that imminent harass that is coming from 16 Marines and those 2 medevacs helping out. Excellent move by Valy. He's got to keep him in his base.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because that's a large bioball sitting there just full of Marines at the watchtower from Fettor, especially with the more medevacs moving up there as well. And we see a third going down from Valy.
Well, look at that. Valy's decided to make his drop on the side of Fettor's base. He's going to snipe out that siege tank, which is really a good idea. Sorry, what's that?
I said that was a big loss, losing that siege tank.
Oh, it certainly was, and he just knocked out a bunch of SCVs. Now let's see if Valy can get out. No, he won't.
He did 2 stims on his entire army to rush back to the base. Oh my goodness!
And he
even sniped out the command center in his main.
Well, that made it all worthwhile.
What?
That just made it all worthwhile because now Fettor won't be able to just move that command center over to his second expansion or third base and just use that. Well, actually, he had still a ton of minerals left, so.
And he had quite a lot of energy on it as well, meaning he lost a lot of mules or a lot of scouting with that as well. Especially as Valy's just getting his third up now, so he's going to be a whole 2 bases in front soon. Especially with that good saturation on both Valy's bases.
Yep, but you have to keep in mind that Fettor still has a considerable army and 3 medevacs up in the skies keeping them healthy. So, oh no, make that 5. So if he actually decided to make an aggressive retaliation now, he might do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, especially as he's got the +1 armor upgrade as well, so he's ahead from Valy with the upgrades.
Oh yeah, he certainly is. He does have the armor over Valy right now, and so yeah, if he made an attack now, it would probably work out in his favor. But of course we know that because we're watching, and well, he doesn't.
After suffering such a terrible blow, Fettor must be like, oh Jesus! He's probably on the back foot. Obviously, he's just wondering, what can I do now? What should I do? Should I get more SCVs, or should I just? He's obviously creating that command center right now. He lowered all his depots for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. But I hope that he eventually scans out the potential third base that Valy has down, that we know that is down. And if he were to get that base, he'd actually probably take the lead again.